So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Go street.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw here. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyron Williams.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard. Return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week, so this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Dragon 60. Check smash. Check smash. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Riggs. Riggs. Ready, ready.
2nd and 11. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Tutu Atwell.
41 yards.
And the Rams have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Come on, set. Bronco 80. 18 Rattler.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
He'll look to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down and 1.
Let's go now.
They run. It's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
2nd and long. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray.
Open man here is Benson.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Murray now. Flushed out right.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Michael Wilson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Cards get a bit closer.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, L.A.
Puka Nacua.
49 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Ready? Rig alert, rig alert. Ready, ready?
They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Kyron Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw is Murray. This complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Benson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Easy, easy, easy. Hey. 2-2-1.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Here's Murray. That's complete to Tony.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard into line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and goal, Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey Benson
from 3 yards out.
And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll throw now on the final play. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Throwing to start the drive, Murray.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Benson.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
A slant to Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Shotgun now from Murray. This is taken in by McBride.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 151 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have taken it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw, it's Murray. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Complete to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Murray going to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
This one swung out to Williams. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Open man here is Benson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Looking to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
What?
Here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
169 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Corum. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.